John and Clay here with Transoms Direct. Today we're going to put this transom unit into the opening above this door. Before we do that, I want to point out that at the planning section on our website, we have great instructions on how to do all the measurements for this type of install, or really any install, how to order your transom sash, how to frame the correct opening, really everything you need. So today we're looking at a pretty standard installation. This is a 9-foot ceiling with a standard 6/8 door, which we've already pre-installed. We would order a transom sash for this that is 32 inches by 12 inches tall, so 32 inches wide to match this 2/8 or 32 inch wide door. Now Clay, we can't just install the transom sash that we order, we've got to add something to it, don't we?
Yeah, we have to add a jamb to it so that we can build it out to the thickness of the wall, which in this case is standard 2x4 wall. It's 4 9/16 of an inch. Okay,
so we would order this transom sash with a jamb that's 4 9/16. Is there anything special about this door install, Clay?
We've just made sure that it's square and true and plumb in the opening, and that the top jamb is level, and it's shimmed and nailed in place and ready to install.
Okay, so this is going to sit right on top of the door. Why don't you show them how that works? You're going to place it on top. What else are you going to make sure?
I'm going to make sure it's flush with the jamb of the door, and that everything is leveled up and true with the other pieces.
Okay, so the jamb aligns and we're flush with the door. All we've got to do is secure it in place, right?
That's it.
Okay, Clay, a couple nails is all it really needs to hold that in place. We still got this gap between the drywall and the jamb here. What are we going to do with that?
That's going to get covered with a piece of casing. We're going to start with our head casing right here, and we're going to make sure we get it so that the reveal on each side is exactly the same. We're going to get that level, and then we're going to add our legs after that, and then the third piece that's going to go in, or the last piece, is going to be a piece of mullion. It's going to cover this gap right here.
Okay, let's go cut those.
All right.
Okay, Clay, so we've got things cut with the casing. You had mentioned a word, reveal. Explain what you mean by that.
Well, a reveal is where you want to put your casing up and you want to set it back from the edge of your jamb, approximately 3/16 of an inch, and that gives you a good line to put a layer of caulk.
Okay, that's great. So we're going to set that top piece in the dead center so we have a reveal on each side. You're going to nail that in place. Let's see what it looks like.
Yep, here we go.
Okay, now we're going to do the sides, I guess, right?
Yep. Next, you do your legs. It's easier to do the head first than your legs. And you just nail that all the way down. And we've got another leg over here. I'm going to do this while I'm on the ladder. Get your corner tight. Get your casing started. And then just continue down all the way down the jamb.
And these, I see it doesn't quite line up in the top. Is that something you're going to fix with a nail, or are you going to do that when you caulk?
I'm going to use a different nail gun. I'm going to use a bigger nail to nail through the casing and the sheetrock all the way into the framing.
All right, Clay, we just finished up with the big nail gun securing the casing. We're now back to the gun with the smaller nails in it. We have one last thing we're going to do. What's that?
We're going to add a piece of mullion here that covers the gap between the transom unit and the door unit.
Okay, so just a standard piece of 1-inch mullion. Let's go ahead and put that in.
All right, so this is a finished installation. We have our casing on, our mullion, everything's all nailed in.
Okay, terrific. So we started with a transom sash. We turned it into a transom unit by adding a jamb. We just slid it over the top of the door, cased it out, and we have a finished project. Thanks for watching. So, installing a transom window over a single door is easy. If you plan on using a double door, click the top video to learn how to correctly order the width of your transom to match a double door. And don't forget the planning section of our website, linked below, for detailed planning and measuring information. Thanks for watching.